Life is never meant to be easy or simple. It's always going to be difficult. There's always going to be obstacles in front of you that you need to overcome. And the easiest way to overcome any obstacle is just having better skills to overcome that obstacle. You could see a pole jumper that could struggle jumping over a certain hurdle, and the way they get better is by practice and perfecting their skill just to get over that hurdle. And same thing just goes with life. Any obstacle in front of you, you just need to find the skill that you need to work on and develop that skill so you could jump that hurdle. So why exactly do you need these skills? Well, you want to set the example. And what I mean by this is you're eventually going to be a father, right? You want to be a father or a mother or whoever. There's always going to be someone that's going to eventually look up to you. And you need to set the example so they could follow your footsteps. And if you're going down the wrong path and you're not living a happy life, then chances are those people that look up to you will live the exact same life and they're also going to be miserable. And you don't want that. You truly do not want that. You want your kids or your grandchildren or your friends or family members, whoever it is, to truly be their happiest. The way to do this is to just set the example yourself, and naturally they will pick up the same exact skills and happiness that you will pick up. And the first skill I'm going to be talking about is the skill of discipline, just having basic discipline. And both men and women, discipline is, I'm not going to have these in any like specific order, like top 1, 2, 3, doesn't matter. But for the first most important skill is going to be discipline. You need to do the tasks and the work that you don't enjoy, but that needs to be done. For instance, if you need to get up at a specific time to go help a friend out, or to get up at a specific time to go to work, you'll need basic discipline just to get out of bed. Now, 90% of the people will have that basic discipline, but some people don't even have that. And discipline is always a skill that could infinitely be better and that you could progress. Because no one's going to get to like David Goggins level running 100-mile marathons. No one can do that but himself, because he has built his discipline that much over his entire life. And that's all he dedicates to that one skill. Through this skill, though, you also unlock the other skill of delayed gratification. And this skill, what delayed gratification means in short terms is you don't do what you enjoy now so you can enjoy it later. And an example of this is like you don't enjoy going to the gym when you first start. You don't enjoy like running or doing cardio or something, but it's going to make you healthier. That's called delayed gratification. It's something you don't want to do right now, but you know it will make it better down the road. This next skill is kind of more specific towards men. And what I mean by this is I'm talking back in history too, but the important role of leadership. And leadership is not something that you're just born with. It's a skill that you need to develop. You need to have the ability to guide even a whole generation or just anyone that like looks up to you, your kids. You need the ability to guide them in the right direction. That's called being a leader. You need to have this charisma. You need to have this likability that people will like you and people want to be around you. That's what it means to be a leader. And that's a skill that you could work on and develop over time as well. I'm only going to list the top 3 most important skills that I believe are the most important skills. And for the third one is faith. Even if you're not religious, having good faith always gets you motivated and always makes you put in the work. Discipline and faith kind of work together, but faith is more or less just having that hope and belief that you're gonna make it. Discipline is, okay, I need to do it no matter what, without looking down the road. And faith is, I'm gonna do it knowing that down the road will be better. So they kind of work hand in hand, but you need to have good faith to even have discipline. For any skill or anything you do in life that you want to achieve, you need to have good faith in yourself. You need to have good faith in God. You need to have good faith in the people around you even. How exactly can you improve these skills every day? What I would do is pick one skill at a time and think of a way that you could improve it by only 1% that day. So for discipline, it could be forcing yourself going on a walk when you don't want to. So like if you're feeling lazy, be like, okay, it's time, I need to go outside in nature a little bit, breathe in some fresh air. Or it could be you're in the middle of playing a game or something and you're just gonna crank out push-ups. Something small like that, but something you don't want to do, just do that, and boom, right there, you just improve your discipline. And you just gotta repeat this over and over every single day, and it'll stick to you. What I specifically like to do to build my discipline by far the most, because no one enjoys doing this. If you do, you're a crazy man. But every single morning, you want to take the coldest shower possible. Or a lot of people do like ice plunges. People will say they enjoy it, but they enjoy the benefits of it. They don't enjoy. No one enjoys stepping into the cold water. Your body naturally does not like that response. But this will build the most extreme discipline out of almost anything else. Right now, when I work out, it's not even for my discipline. I truly just enjoy working out. I have to work out every single day. But for discipline though, I don't truly enjoy going into the cold shower every single morning, especially first thing in the morning. I absolutely hate it, but that's why I do it. And that's why I have this discipline to do other tasks I don't enjoy, like anything about work or anything about learning other skills, you know? For leadership, you could work on just improving your charisma, learning people's, like if you're in a conversation and someone tells you their name, don't forget their name. Remember their name and repeat it back to them. That's a very powerful way to just increase your likeness. Like, what is the word? There's a very easy way to just increase your likability. A good book to read to specifically increase your leadership. I read this book and it's phenomenal. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People. I don't remember who the author is, but in that book it talks about, it's not just about, you know, gaining those friendships, but it talks a lot about leadership and leadership skills to guide and help those friends and just the overall guide almost a whole community. And then last skill that I talked about is just faith. This is probably the simplest one to improve day by day. You don't even need to think about it to just specifically improve it, but just having good faith in yourself, having good faith in your family, having good faith in your friends and God. You could pray, you could meditate, it doesn't matter. As long as you have that belief, it's just having that belief system inside you that what you're doing is good, that you're gonna make it, or something like that. If you're working on a business, you're not just gonna be thinking you're gonna fail that business. No, you're gonna have good faith in yourself that this needs to succeed, and this has to succeed because people depend on you. That's what having good faith is. And if you're religious, you kind of leave the faith more towards God guiding you and Jesus guiding you in the way that you are supposed to be going. There's always going to be these obstacles, but it's how you overcome them. And that's where having good faith is. So just pick any one of these skills day by day. Just increase them every single day by 1%. You can work on it one at a time. You could do multiple in the same day. These kind of all work together. You could have good faith. You could have the discipline for that faith, or vice versa. And it could just be about learning leadership. You can have the discipline about learning leadership and have good faith that you're going to be a good leader. So they all kind of work together. They're all a little bit separate skills, but these are truly to succeed in life the best skills possible. If you want to be a good communicator, communication is one of the most powerful tools to make money, to build wealth, to build a network with people. And you can't be a good communicator without having that leadership presentability. And even with a good faith, you can't expect yourself to be able to communicate with other people without thinking you're a good communicator, or without even knowing what to communicate. And that's all what faith kind of ties on into. Me, myself, I'm a very religious man, and I like to read the Bible and pray every single night. But you don't have to do that to increase your faith. Even if you just meditate and just, you want to picture yourself kind of in that, like if you're working on something, if you're working towards something, you want to picture yourself already achieving that. So when you're doing in the process, you already have that good faith to do the work, or you already have the good faith that you are going to actually do the work. And the way I like to do it is I like to leave my faith in God's hands, and I know that I don't have to worry because everything that He does is going to be the path He wants me to take. And I just want to leave this on just one last question. You only live once. So what life are you going to live?